Hey, hello
很少有一种风景像葡萄园这样，同时属于自然、历史与人类社会。当晨雾从纳沙代尔湖面缓缓升起，葡萄藤沿着湖岸延伸，仿佛一条安静而持续了2000年的时间线。在这里，葡萄酒从来不只是商品，它是土地被理解的方式，是社区得以延续的理由，也是人类与自然反复协商之后留下的答案。今天婉丽要讲的故事并不是关于规模和扩张，它更像是一段关于土地如何被反复理解、被谨慎对待的历史。Hello， 大家好，我是未必出类拔萃但一定与众不同的婉丽君，欢迎来到我的频道婉丽说。今天我们的离家出走葡萄酒游学纪录片瑞士特辑将从纳沙代尔湖岸的一座合作社酒窖 Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖出发，走进瑞士葡萄酒的另一条路径，一条不追逐规模、不强调个人英雄，却支撑了整个产区数百年的道路。
Donc je m'appelle Claude Rickmer, je suis l'administrateur des Caves du Prieuré à Courmont-Drèche.
So this building is more than 500 years old, and this name represents the fact that people here were praying. So there were monks who were living here. For many years, the monks were living in this building.
在纳沙泰尔湖岸，葡萄藤已经成为景观的一部分，长达2000年之久。考古与文献普遍认为，当地最早的葡萄栽培与葡萄酒酿造很可能始于罗马人对于这一地区的殖民时期。当时的葡萄酒是补给、贸易，也是文化传播的一部分。然而，真正让葡萄栽培在这里扎根并持续发展的，并不是罗马帝国本身，而是在帝国衰落之后，随着基督教兴起而逐渐壮大的修道院体系。僧侣们是中世纪最重要的农业实践者之一，他们不知疲倦地清理荒田、修筑梯田，记录气候与土壤条件，在湖岸坡地上一点一点建立起稳定而持续的葡萄园。因此，在公元998年，当布韦修道院成立之时，他便获得了种植第一块葡萄园的认可。今天，这片修道院地产被视为纳沙泰尔葡萄园的起源地，也是整个产区葡萄酒文化的精神源头。和许多欧洲产区一样，纳沙泰尔的葡萄园并非始终处于增长状态。在17世纪中叶，葡萄园面积达到历史高峰，这很可能与30年战争期间葡萄酒需求的上升密切相关。战争改变了贸易路线，也改变了消费结构，葡萄酒成为重要的安全饮品与贸易商品。但此后，随着疾病、虫害、社会结构变化以及工业化进程的推进，葡萄园面积开始波动，甚至收缩。从19世纪末开始，我们才拥有较为精确的统计数据。1884年，纳沙泰尔州的葡萄园面积仍超过1200公顷，到2002年，这一数字下降至606公顷，而在20世纪70年代初，更一度跌至560公顷的历史低点。这些变化既源于植物检疫问题，也受到了经济周期、政治环境和产业结构的深刻影响。正是在这样的背景下，瑞士葡萄酒业逐渐形成了一种极具地方特色的结构——合作社酒窖体系。瑞士的葡萄园高度碎片化，在纳沙泰尔，许多种植者只拥有极小的地块，却需要面对极高的人工成本、严格的法规与质量要求。在这样一个以内需为主、出口有限的市场中，单打独斗并不是可行的长期策略。于是，合作社出现了。它不仅是经济组织，更是维系产区风格、社会稳定与文化延续的重要载体。
So in 1939, the last family that was producing the wine here has been bankrupt because they were cheating on the wine production. They were not only making wine with grape, but also they were adding other products inside. So they decided to stop the production of this family here, but they knew that it was just before the war, and there was too much production of grapes and wine here. So the one who took care of the bankruptcy, he was also a magistrate here in Neuchâtel, so he wanted to help this area of the different vineyards, because just before the war we wanted to be sure that everyone could get a salary. So we helped them and we created this cooperative to buy the different grapes of the different vineyards and the grape growers to be sure that everyone can get a salary. We'll create the foundation, will found this cooperative. The name of this cooperative is Le Prieuré, and it will group the different grape growers will join, around 50 will join this cooperative.
在纳沙泰尔湖岸的 Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖正是这种合作社模式的典型代表。Prieuré 这个名字本身就指向修道院的历史。
Donc voici Caves du Prieuré. Et puis en arrière-plan, vous voyez en fait l'image du prieuré actuel comme il est dans la réalité.
这里的酒窖并不是突然出现的现代设施，而是一个不断被赋予新功能的历史空间。几个世纪以来，它曾是修道院酒窖、农舍、工坊、学校用房，最终成为今日的葡萄酒合作社酒窖。Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖是当地历史悠久的葡萄酒合作社之一。为了酿造葡萄酒，尤其是高品质的葡萄酒，修道院酒窖汇集了来自该地区大约50个葡萄种植者，总共负责着约32公顷的葡萄园。在这里，葡萄园的大小并不重要，除了少数拥有数公顷葡萄园的专业人士之外，更多的是小规模业主。他们或因家族传统，或出于个人热爱，持续耕作着这些湖岸坡地。合作社与种植者之间的关系往往可以追溯到几十年前，甚至跨越几代人。这并不是一份冷冰冰的商业合同，而是一种基于信任、地域与共同命运的长期合作。
So since 1939, it's almost always the same families who are bringing and selling the wine to this cooperative. He doesn't like sometimes to say the word cooperative because we can imagine that it's just wine, grapes that we try to group to create wines, but it's more than that because it's like a big family because they every year bring the same wine so they can keep the quality. They would like to rename maybe domain, but it's not possible because there are different vineyards. And together, so the area of the vineyards is 30 hectares, all the grape growers together. 30 hectares of vineyard represent around 200 tons of wine, grape, that they buy every year, and they can produce around 200,000 bottles of wine here with the cooperative Le Prieuré.
在酿酒层面，修道院酒窖体现出典型的纳沙泰尔风格。
So in this area, in this vineyard, it's not so easy to work because the slope is quite steep, so it's not so convenient to work inside the vineyard. But on the other side, we have a good orientation with the lake, so the sun reflects on the lake and it helps the grapes to grow and it brings some good quality. Also, because of the slope and the slope is quite steep, when it rains, the water slides down the slope, down the mountain, and it helps to keep the soil dry, and it is easier to work inside and use the machines to work. So when it rains heavily, here because of the soil that is limestone, the water goes through the stones on the ground, and doesn't stay on the surface, and so we don't have too much water.
这里的葡萄酒从不追求厚重或力量感，而是强调清新、克制与风土透明度。
So now on this area, there is a slope that is quite steep. So the soil is poorer. There is less sand and gravel, but more rocks with the limestone. So this is good because there is a slope, so it's good for the red wine, for the Pinot Noir, and also with the slope and the soil. And we will prefer this type of soil for the Chasselas because it's flat, so it retains the water, and we have more clay, and the ground is thicker, so there is more ground for this. This variety asks more ground for growing.
沙斯拉是白葡萄的核心，低酒精、高适饮性，与当地饮食文化紧密相连。皮诺诺瓦黑皮诺则是红葡萄的灵魂，细腻优雅，表达的是湖岸气候与石灰岩土壤的共同语言。
Sometimes we are saying that for the Pinot Noir, we want to make this plant suffering to give the best of itself. So that's why the ground is not really thick, and then the Pinot Noir has to fight to find nutrients, and then it can bring the best of itself and produce a good grapes and then good wine.
当然，合作社模式并非没有局限。很多人谈到合作社葡萄酒时，脑海中往往浮现的是同一个画面：大规模生产、统一风格、缺乏个性。在某种程度上，这种印象并非毫无来由。在工业化高度发展的国家，合作社确实曾长期承担着稳定供应与消化产量的角色，但将这一经验简单套用到瑞士，尤其是纳沙泰尔，则是一种误读。在这里，所谓的规模往往只是几十公顷葡萄园的总和，而所谓的统一风格更接近于对风土特征的共同尊重，而非对个性的抹平。像 Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖这样的合作社酒窖，并不是用数量去替代表达，而是通过集中酿造，过滤掉偶然性，放大共同性。这并不意味着没有特色，恰恰相反，它所呈现的特色不是某一位酿酒师的个人签名，而是一个产区在长期实践中逐渐达成的集体共识。
This is our assemblage La Magie Noire, in which there is a Gamara Noir, Gamaret and Pinot Noir. Yes, we did it for the first time in 2000. We were the first, and it is really liked here in Switzerland. So, yeah, more people are doing it now. And the Gara Noir, it brings the notes of fruit more, and the Gamaret, it brings notes of spices like pepper or girofle. And Pinot Noir, it brings subtlety and fineness, because the blend of just Gara Noir and Gamaret, it is very intense in flavor. Pinot Noir at a really special place in its blend, because you maybe do not taste the notes first, but it brings the subtlety and more elegancy. Otherwise, you might find the blend too intense or too spicy, and it will not be perfect to
balanced.
Yeah, balanced, or to drink with a lot of variety of plates.
Yes.
But with a bit of Pinot Noir, you can drink it with a lot of different foods.
So what is Riesling Sylvaner, the grape variety for that?
Riesling Sylvaner is actually also called Müller-Thurgau in Switzerland.
Oh, yes.
Müller is actually the name of the founder of this cepage, and Thurgau is
The place.
The place where he
Switzerland.
lived. Yeah.
Okay, and also I heard this one actually is the ice one. 我听说这款酒是一个冰酒。And the ice one actually very common. We can see in Canada or Germany, and even right now in China, we actually in Dongbei in North China, we provide and production some ice one. So, is that really that cold in winter in Neuchâtel to can produce the ice wine?
Yeah, also, as I said, we profit from the lake and the winter are not really cold here. So we use another technique to do this ice wine.
What's that technique then?
This wine technique is called cryo-selection. And we harvest the grapes at the same time as the other wines. But with the juice, we put it in a freezer to freeze, and then we let it melt. And what's melt first is the juice that are more concentrated in sugar. Also, the more the juice is concentrated, the more it melted, and at the end you can really separate the water and the juice with sugar. It's the same principle of when you use salt on the road to prevent icing in the winter. And it's because salt, like sugar, it levels down the point of ice. Yes, and we have a lot of fresh fruits taste in this wine. It's really complexity of different fruits, from exotic fruits to more peaches. Also we have ananas and peaches in this wine, and it's really fresh, it benefits from these methods. These techniques with freeze juice is really different from the other technique for sweet wines, because when you use passerillage, for example, you develop other notes because you have botrytis, or you can have other disease on the grapes when you dry it. And here, because we freeze the juice, we keep the freshness of the aromas in the freeze juice, and it does not develop bad tastes.
And also leave the acid. I think also we leave the fresh acid of the grape, not make it too sweet as compared to the we leave the wines on the dry wine on the wine. So I think that's also leave the acid, so make this acid very fresh.
Yes, and we have a vivid wine, sweet but fresh and very fruity, very complex, and not too honey or too baked.
如果说独立酒庄强调的是我是谁，那么合作社所回答的往往是一个更缓慢也更艰难的问题：我们来自哪里？在这个不断追求更快、更大、更响亮的时代，瑞士葡萄酒显得格外安静。合作社酒窖并不试图创造传奇，也不急于被世界看见。他们所守护的是一块土地依然有人耕作，是一种风格得以长期延续，是葡萄酒仍然属于日常生活，而不仅是少数人的象征。Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖的价值不在于一瓶酒的价格，而在于一整个社区共同选择留下来的方式。在湖泊、葡萄藤与古老石墙之间，瑞士葡萄酒给出的答案始终克制而清晰。不是征服自然，不是放大个体，而是在时间之中让土地、风土与人彼此成全。听， 他们在说，合作社不是没有个性，它只是选择让风土而不是个人成为主角。这或许正是合作社酒窖最深远的意义。好了，这就是今天的离家出走葡萄酒游学纪录片瑞士特辑 Caves du Prieuré 修道院酒窖故事的全部内容。这里是未必出类拔萃但一定与众不同的婉玲君，我们下期不见不散。